alaikum guys, you are watching my YouTube channel Let's Learn English. Guys, today we will discuss about the very important topic of the English grammar, that is parts of speech. First of all, we will discuss about the definition of parts of speech, what the parts of speech itself are. Guys, whenever we speak something, it contains words. It means that any sentence we speak contains many kinds of words, and the words are divided into different kinds or classes, guys. So these classes or kinds are called as the parts of speech. Guys, these are majorly 8 kinds. First of all, noun, adjective, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. First of all, we will discuss a noun. If we will define it, the naming word of a sentence is called noun. For example, if any sentence, any name of person, place, or thing is seen, or something is told about them, then we will say that is noun. If we will little bit explain it, guys, it denotes name of person, place, or thing. If we will discuss about the examples, Akbar was a great king. For example, in this sentence, the word Akbar is a noun because it is name of person. Same like this rose smells well. Rose, guys, rose is the name of thing which is spoken about here in this sentence. So this is called a noun. Same like the sun is shining. The word sun is also something which is spoken about in this sentence. So it is also called the noun. So clear cut in your minds that if in any sentence the word which denotes the person, place, or thing, then we must say that it's noun. Guys, we will discuss about some important points about the noun, that are the word includes all objects which can see, hear, taste, touch, or smell. Guys, in this sentence, if we will focus on, then we will come to know about the noun that all the objects, guys, which can see. For example, you can see many things around you. If you will focus in your room now, in you or anywhere, in any place, if you are here now, then focus about all of them. So these all objects are basically what? Noun. For example, in my room now, in this condition, many 2 to 4 books around me, and pillow and a bed and many other things are here and there. So we can say these all are what? Noun. Same like, guys, you can taste, hear, touch, smell, and something that we think of but cannot perceive by the senses. Same like, guys, if you are thinking about something, for example, you are thinking about a drama which you cannot touch, even you can't smell or anything, any senses cannot perceive that, then you can say that that is also a noun. So these 2 points are very much important, so be focused and memorize in your minds and keep in your observation. Guys, secondly, most important part of speech is adjective. What is adjective? Adjective is a word used to add something to the meaning of a noun. Basically, adjective is what? It's also a word, of course, in a sentence, and it adds something in the meaning of a noun. For example, guys, I will explain you it through an example. For example, he is a brave boy. In this sentence, the word brave is adding something in the meaning of word boy. Basically, boy is a noun and brave is an adjective. Yeah, any quality of a person, place, or thing is basically adjective. It's explaining us something about the boy and aiding in the meaning of boy. Same like Sarah is intelligent girl. We are saying about Sarah that she's intelligent. So intelligent is also adjective and it's adding in the meaning of girl. Now we will discuss about the pronoun, guys. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a word used instead of noun. Guys, in paragraphs and in essays, in long-term writings, we do not repeat a single noun again and again about which we are writing. So we add the word pronoun in the place of noun. We will have example over here. Example is sorry, Nadia is a good girl. Here the word Nadia is a noun. In second sentence, if you will focus, she do her work in time. Here the word she replaces the word Nadia. Nadia is a noun and she is a pronoun, guys. Same like she loves ice cream. Again, we do not use the word Nadia. In place of this noun, we are using she, and it means that we are using pronoun, and pronoun replaces the noun in every letter, or you are writing, for example, or you are writing an essay, you are writing a precise writing or anything, then you do not repeat it again. Guys, now we will discuss about a verb. What is verb? A verb is a word used to express an action or state. What? A verb is a word, guys. It's of course also a part of speech or part of a sentence which denotes, guys, or express any action or state of something. For example, action is a work basically, and state is the condition of something. For example, guys, a girl wrote a letter to her cousin. Writing, guys, you all may know that a word writing or to write something is work. So it is an action. So we say that it is a what, guys? Verb. Same like Japan is a big country. What is Japan is? So what is telling us the state of the Japan. So we can say it's also a verb. Same like iron and copper are metals. What? Iron and copper are metals. These both are metals, and the word are is again denoting the state of the metals, so it is also known as verb. Next, very important, guys, that is adverb. Adverb is also a part of speech, and adverb is a word used to add something in the meaning of verb, adjective, or another adverb. Guys, it little bit exaggerates the meaning of the adjectives and verbs and adverbs, guys, and other adverb basically. So two adverbs can be used in a single sentence sometimes. Okay, guys, we will have some examples of the adverbs, guys. He worked quickly. What? Worked quickly. The word ly, that quickly, aids in the meaning of what? In the meaning of a verb, basically. And this flower is very beautiful. What? Very beautiful. The word very is exaggerating the beautiful. Same like she pronounced the word quite correctly. What? Quite correctly in these examples, guys. Basically, it's adding the meaning of what? In the meaning of verb, adjective, or another adverb. Now, guys, we'll discuss about the preposition. What are prepositions, guys? It's another part of speech. A word governing and usually preceding a noun or pronoun in expressing a relation to another word or element in the clause is in the main on the platform. She arrived after dinner. What did you do it for? Guys, here I have revealed you or read the whole material which is written in the screen, if you will focus one by one, word by word, then you will get the meaning of prepositions, guys. Basically, prepositions are preceding a noun. It means that it though these are written before noun or pronoun, maybe are written before pronoun and expressing a relation to another word. And basically the major function of the prepositions are they create a relation between words and elements, guys. It is the biggest use of these prepositions. As in this example, guys, the last three lines are examples. For example, the man on the platform. What? On the platform. Same like she arrived after dinner. What? After dinner. So these are the examples of prepositions. Let's have another few examples. Words like in, at, on, of, and to. Basically, these are the linking words. So these linking words are basically known as prepositions. Now, guys, we will discuss about conjunctions. If we will define them, then a conjunction is a word which connects two words or clauses. These functions or conjunctions function is basically, guys, connecting the words and clauses or sentence phrases and shows the relation between them, guys. They basically forms the connections. The conjunction is basically forming the connections between the different parts of this sentence, and these are connecting words. Let's have few examples. Rama and Harry are cousins. Rama and Harry are cousins. Same like word here is two, and two makes four. The word and, guys. I ran fast but missed the train. In this sentence, but is what? Conjunctions. Now I'll discuss about the interjection, guys. What is interjection? Interjection is a word or phrase. Of course, these are also words, guys, that is grammatically independent from the others. Here we are discussing about interjections, guys, and we are saying that these are independent, guys. Why? Because they express feeling rather than meaning. They don't have some meaning, guys. Nothing like that. That means something. For example, oh, oh doesn't mean anything. Oh, no, it also doesn't have any meaning. But, guys, they are expressing our feelings. For example, oh, what a beautiful house. Oh, this looks bad. Well, it's time to say good night. Actually, it's not my dog. Shoot, I thought I had fixed that. I can't believe I lost the key. Oh. Guys, here, if you have focused, then oh, hmm, shoot, oh, these all words are expressions basically, and they doesn't have any meaning, but these are also the parts of sentence. So that's why these are also included in the parts of speech. Guys, I hope that you have got hold the knowledge which I have revealed you. So please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Let's learn English. Thank you very much. We will meet again with another interesting topic of the English grammar very soon, inshallah.